Hi, welcome back to Carrie Kirby Creates, and today's inspirational quote of the day is, "Everyone needs help sometimes." Today I'm going to be making a personalised newborn baby card for a baby girl, and I'm going to be using some of these beautiful papers from Craft and You, and there's some beautiful papers in there, as you can see. So the ones that I've chosen to use are, I've got this little one with the stalk and the baby, and this one, and I'm just thinking now I might come in with some of the pink as well. So as I'm going to be working on an 8x8 card base, and these papers are 6x6, I want to make it bigger, so I'm going to come in with this large square die, and I'll also be using some of these Nestability Spellbinder dies. So I'm going to cut out a large square with that die, and I want to do a bit of printing, and I want to cut out a couple of the nestables, of the nestable dies as well. And I might just come in softly, very lightly with this brush, and just hit over the embossed piece. And as you can see, I'm starting on the mat there, and then I'm coming in and I'm lightly hitting over it. I won't do the whole piece because you're only going to be able to see the sides of it anyway. And next I want to come in and I'm just going to pop that down onto my card base, just ensuring that I have it turned the correct way. So pop a bit of double-sided tape onto the back of that. Need a new roll. So just drying that off now. Yeah, that's fine. It's not damaged. So I'm going to come and just pop that down. There we go. The next thing I want to do is come in with these, and I want to distress them. So I'm just using this little distress tool by Tim Holtz that I've had for many, many years. So I'm just going to, there's little blades inside. Now you could also come along quite easily with a scissors like that and just run it along the edge. And basically you get exactly the same result. So if you don't have these tools in your stash, it doesn't matter, you can still get the same effects. Just want to distress it a bit more there, and a couple of tears here and there may seem silly, but yeah, they'll add to the overall effect in the end. So let's see. Next thing I want to do is come in with that same brush and just pop a bit of that onto the edges that I've distressed. No need to put any more ink on it, plenty on it the way it is. And I'm just getting some of the ink down. It's only light, but there we go. So that one is going to get popped down, and I'm going to use some double-sided foam tape on the back of that just to elevate it a little bit. And again, I'm not going near the edges with this either. I'm just keeping it around the centre there, which will allow me to put things in behind if I want to later on. I just want to kind of get that some way even in the middle there, and that's fine. The next thing I'm doing is I'm coming in with this. I don't want to use the whole of it because obviously it'll cover over this beautiful piece. So what I want to do is just make it a bit smaller, and I'm definitely taking away that corner because I want this to be showing. And I think I'll take away this corner as well. And the rest of it, I just want to make it a bit smaller all the way around. So I'm just taking a bit off it. And I could have torn it because I'm going to come in again and basically just roughen up the edges to distress it anyway. Sorry if you're out of focus there. And again, going to run the bit of ink along the edges. Just gives it that worn look. It doesn't look like it's just newly been torn, you know, it looks like it's been there for a while, which is what I'm looking for. Yeah, just want to get a little bit of a tear in there to match in with this. And again, just coming back in with that ink and hitting it. Yep, pleased enough with that. It just takes away that white background because these aren't double-sided pieces. And again, I'm matching the tear here again on the one that's behind. I'm just inking it. And again, coming in there with some of that double-sided foam tape. Just want to add a couple of pieces. Yeah, happy enough there with the positioning of that. Now I've gone away as well and I've ran them, well, I printed off this just on my computer and I put my nestability dies over it and just cut them out. So I'm going to pop them out of their little die. Okay, so what I want to do with them now is I want to put a bit of double-sided foam tape on the back of this one. And just layer it on top of the larger one behind. So I just want to make sure that I get that lined up correctly. There we go. So the next thing, I'm coming back in with my card. And I'm not going to use the other, this one, I don't think there's a need for it. I think that that's quite pretty the way that it is. Before I pop any of that down, I'm going to come in with some of this ribbon and I'm just going to go in around the back. Now this has already got double-sided tape on it. So well, just going to cut a couple of pieces that will fit where I want. And then removing the backing from that, very handy. So I'm just crumpling it up a bit, you know, so that it looks a bit puckered. It's not just all straight. You just get that nice effect. The same with this one, just removing the back. I just want to pop that down now. Just pop a bit of double-sided tape on the back of it there. And around about there, I think. And I've got some of these little embellishments. They're actually came from Poland. My nephew brought them back for me there last year, and I'm going to use a few of the smaller little embellishments out of that to decorate. Maybe a couple of bits and pieces. Got the rattle and the bottle, and let's see. Where will they go? The larger ones are too big to place on this card, so yeah, I think maybe around there. Now they are sticky, but I'm going to also pop a bit of the hot glue on them just to make sure that they're secure. Up you there. Here. Just take off the backing. Yeah, let's take out that little middle piece there. That's better. So let's see, I also have these little safety pin. Might just add that one, and I don't want to go over the top now with this either and spoil it. Let's see, maybe just, yeah, there behind the little teddy bear. Or sorry, it's a little rabbit's head actually, isn't it? Pop you there. And I'm quite liking that. I was going to come in and put some pink sequins in, but I'm thinking might overdo it. I think maybe the way it is nice. And I don't want to spoil it, so we'll pop you there. So it's just crumpling it up a little bit more. Usually I go around afterwards and I kind of, you know, pick up bits and pieces that I want to kind of make look a bit more distressed. Yeah, I think that's it. So then the last thing that I always do is I print off on my printer a nice little insert with a nice sentiment. And I'm just going to come and pop a bit of double-sided tape on the back of that. And I just run it along the top and the bottom. And there we go. That just finishes it off nicely. I hope you've enjoyed watching. If you have, please like and subscribe. And as always, thank you for tuning in.